I thought this was my hood.
What hood? Like you own Normal City?
Darkness.
Computer. Hello? Please. Oh my god.
Like, bro, I'm trying to quit vaping, and then someone in my DMs is like, we came up with a dick vape. I'm like, bro, I need that. I can't just say no to the dick vape.
I need to start recording ASAP. Yo, bro.
Like, mine is actually like really nice quality too. It's like squishy balls.
Yo, I'm not touching it, but that's amazing.
Hello.
Alright, so let me do my clap. I go, boo-doo.
Rolling.
So how big of a fan of you are let me start over. How much do you like Minecraft?
How much do I like Minecraft? I have it tatted on me. What do you mean?
Do you mind if we start this with like...
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. Cool.
You look kind of sus doing this, but
So
whatever.
it's
That's how we start off.
Wow. Wow.
This is not a phase. I take this shit real serious. Real serious.
You really play the game like that? Did you win it?
I honestly don't even play that much anymore. It's
But
just
you
like
used
I grew
to
up
play
playing it.
Religiously.
Let me button up my pants.
Yeah, no, take your time. That's real commitment. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's awesome. Have you ever found diamonds in like normal?
Obviously.
I mean, I just never. So like that's why I'm like,
Never?
I'm not like that type of Minecraft player. I'll let you button up first in the wall.
Do you play like creative?
No, I just never get. My attention span isn't that hard. So like I can't really like sit there and actually play Minecraft for long periods of time.
I just grew up playing it like as a kid.
When you were a kid, right?
Yeah, as like my parents are arguing in the other room, I just go, Minecraft, I found diamonds! And you're screaming.
Mom! It'll glitch sometimes, but it's okay. That's hilarious. I'm sorry about your parents. That's
Eh.
it happens.
Yeah.
My parents did the same thing.
What is there to do? Nothing.
Did you play on PC or did you play on like they didn't have it on console like that, so it must have
Well, I
been
didn't have a console, so just PC and Pocket Edition,
Pocket
which
Edition.
is like on your iPad.
Pocket Edition is pain though, because you can't really control it the way.
Yeah, I know, but ignorance is bliss. I didn't even know like you could play it on the computer, so I can't until later.
Yeah.
So that's all I knew was on my phone and my iPad.
I love it. That wasn't how it was supposed to start, but I think this is a great start to a great episode. Kayla Bud, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
It
was really easy to get here.
It was not. It was, you were fighting for your life trying to get.
It took me 2 hours when it takes up. Said it took an hour.
Yeah, it was supposed to be an hour, and
But I don't understand this stupid transit in fucking New Jersey. It doesn't make no fucking sense. But it's okay.
But it's alright. It was funny having her text me like, "Yo, I'm going back to Manhattan."
I was like, wait, why am I in Manhattan
I
again?
was just like, how did that happen? Like, what happened?
I don't know.
But anyway,
We're not thinking about that.
It's alright. We're here now. Me and Kayla met for the first time at Public Hotel, and we had a conversation, and we were like, "Hey, we should definitely do the podcast." So now we're doing the podcast here now.
We are.
How's your day going so far?
Great. Now that I'm here. Now it's great.
But yeah, you opened up in that I can't, bro. This is so funny. I'm trying to like be serious, but I can't. Oh man. Yeah, you sat me down and we like sat down for a second. We like had a conversation about the pod and like what you were aware of it, and it was super cool to see. Like, so it's always cool when I go somewhere and someone's like, "Hey, you're the You're the guy with the couch in the podcasts and the conversation and stuff like that. So, to be able to have that interaction, and we've merely met like once or twice, it's really cool. So, you opened up a lot in that first like 20 minutes. You were like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, I want to talk
I'm
about
just an
this.
open book.
And I appreciated that, because I guess that's what I look for. I look for interesting characters, and I look for people that are willing to open up and like have certain kind of conversation and stuff like that. So, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you came.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. No problem. Where do you want to start?
I don't know.
Because this is like the type of pod that we don't have any questions or anything like that, or like, what was your first introduction to the internet? Because you have a mass following on the internet.
Oh, thanks. Gas me up. Well, I wasn't allowed to have like social media till I was like 14 or 15. And then when I did, I just saw online. I was like watching makeup videos and stuff like that when I was younger.
Yeah.
And then I saw that back then, like, influencer just became like a thing.
Yeah.
And people would get like paid to just post shit. So all I really wanted was free makeup. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it out. And then I just looked up like the Instagram like algorithm and followed it to a T, and then it worked. Post every day. And then I hit 10K when I was like 16 or 15.
Yeah, you mentioned that. That's like a lot for that age.
I know, it's kind of crazy to think tens of thousands of people have seen me since I was like 15 years old.
So, if you don't mind me asking, how old? Yo, you hitting that is so.
I know, bro. I was trying to hit it on the fucking train, but I was like, nah, I can't.
She texts me. She's like, I want to hit it, but it's a fucking.
It's
dick.
a fucking dick vape. Like, I can't hit this in public. I mean, I could.
You could. I
think everyone would just be really.
I think it's bold. I think you should have done it. I would have. I mean, I would have.
I was thinking about it.
I would have not. The internet already thinks I'm like super gay, so I can't feed
Fuck the internet. It's fake.
keep feeding into that narrative. You believe it's fake,
It's not fake, but like.
but it's not real.
Like, well, you can post something and get like 1,000 hate comments, but like if you show that to a regular person, they're just gonna be like, okay, like.
Okay. Yeah,
what?
it doesn't bother them.
Yeah, like, I saw this girl, she was literally just, like, rock climbing. And then, because she had an OnlyFans, like, in the comments, they're like, don't ruin this sport because of your OnlyFans. Don't blah, blah, blah. And, like, hating on her. And it's like, bro, she just is fucking rock climbing. It's not your guys' fault that you guys immediately
stumbled
think that.
upon it. Damn. The rock climbing community is actually hateful. That's crazy.
I think it's just men.
It's just men in general, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
What's the craziest internet interaction you've ever had, or like craziest shit that's ever happened as far as that?
That's a really hard question because I am a sex worker, so.
All right. You definitely get creeps.
Yeah, okay, well, a big reason I, like, started OnlyFans was, like, because when I was, like, 15 or 16, but at this time in my life, I was posting regular posts, like, shit that a regular teenager would post.
Yeah.
And I got, like, a message request, I open it, and it's photos, right? But it's, like, pictures of me printed out on the ground, and there's, like, cum all over them. And I was like, what the fuck?
What age was this?
I was, like, 15 or 16.
Oh.
But, like, it's not like I had my age in my bio. Also, I feel like that it doesn't matter to that guy anyways. But I was just like, damn, motherfuckers are doing this to regular photos of me. And then later on, OnlyFans, like, became a thing. I was like, well, people are doing this shit to me no matter what.
So might as well
So I might as well profit off of it.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was kicked out and sleeping, like, in my car. So I was like, well, this fucking full-time job at Jack in the Box is not really cutting it. I need to, like, I have a following, like, I would like a house or, like, a roof, please. So I did that, and I'm like, because, bro, I need a house. Like, fuck it.
What state was this? Where were you living?
I grew up in Tucson, Arizona.
Wow.
You know where that is?
Arizona.
So Tucson is, like, right by Mexico. It's not like oh.
So it's like South Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay. How far is it from Phoenix?
2 hours. But it's like an hour from Mexico.
Tucson, Arizona. Wow, I would have never guessed. That's crazy. And what
Everyone thinks I'm from like LA.
you give that?
I know, right?
You started talking. I was like,
I've never lived there, but also I used to go there a lot. Right after I turned 18, I just went there all the time.
yeah.
And people in LA even thought I lived there. like how people in New York thought I lived here because I would just visit every month. But I just moved here.
How recently did you move here?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, you moved over here
On the 1st, yeah.
of this month. Yo, that's fucking baller! Congratulations, yo. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm not just some transplant. My family's from here. I just never lived here. Well, like, I guess I'm a transplant.
Yeah, there's
But,
like,
like,
a great
My
line.
mom was, like, born here. Like, you know?
She was born where specifically?
I don't know. New York, though. Like, New York City.
You don't know the borough.
I forgot. I asked her a question, and she's kind of... Hopefully she doesn't see this. She's kind of, like, really mentally ill and paranoid. So when I ask her where, like, about stuff, she doesn't tell me. Like, she lives in New York right now. And I'd be like, Mom, where do you live? And she's like, no. And then she, like, avoids the question. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to get to where you are.
I know. I'm like, why are you not telling me where you live? Like, whatever. She's just, like, paranoid and, like, weird about that shit. So,
What was it like growing up in Tucson, Arizona?
it's like a college city. So it's because their U of A is there.
So they probably have like football and shit like that.
Yeah, there's like hella. It's either college kids or like people retire there because it's pretty. It's really pretty. It's like so beautiful. The sunsets there are so beautiful. Tucson is completely surrounded by mountains.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I grew up hearing that it's like we'll never have like earthquakes because of that, or like tornadoes.
Yeah, because you guys are protected by it. Like New Jersey will never get an earthquake because of hills, and like mountains and shit like that. But yeah, no, that's awesome. It sounds like
Tucson's kind of
a pretty environment.
bro. It's kind of ghetto because like people literally call it the dirty tea.
Ew,
Like that's the fucking nickname for my city.
But why do they call it that?
Cause it's like, it's just like low key kind of grimy. Not like just like not in a dirty way.
It's just not taken care of.
It's not all the tax money goes in the entire state of Arizona. Even like it goes to Phoenix first, and then it just trickles
And then it
down
trickles
to
down
Tucson.
into everything else.
So even like all the like taxes from Tucson don't even get put into that city.
Wow.
And since it's like next to Mexico, there's like hella cartel.
Yeah.
Shit.
There's an actual crime that actually happens.
Yeah, it's not like the highest in crime anymore, but it used to be up there. But not anymore.
That's crazy that taxes that you pay in one city is not even going to that city. That's insane.
I know, right? They just like help out Phoenix be better, and I'm like,
Please.
why are you doing this? Like, it's
help.
already the capital and like the biggest city in the fucking state, whatever. It's fine.
If you don't mind me asking, what age did you get kicked out?
Like a week before I turned 18, so
Okay.
the second time. The first time was I was 15, but that lasted for like a week because the person I was staying with, he got arrested in front of me, and then the cops were like at the crib like, so what the fuck are you doing here? I was like,
I'm just here.
and then they were like, we're gonna have to take you home.
Milo.
But yeah, I got kicked out like I came home. It was because I smoked weed, and because
That's why you got kicked out.
yeah, I smoked weed, and because like I kept going out even though there was COVID, like there was curfew and
I
shit.
got kicked out for the
But
same exact
that shit's
reason.
bullshit because my dad doesn't believe in COVID, and my stepmom was a nurse, so like and she didn't believe in COVID. So I'm like, why are you out here telling me I can't go out when one I already work full time at Jack in the Box at the drive-through, like but I can't go see my friends. Like I'm working like 50 hours a week. I can't see my friends and smoke a damn joint after work. Like fuck.
Yeah, my parents got paranoid.
So I came home. To my dad doesn't like communicate with me. So I just came home with my entire room packed in trash bags in the living room. And I was like, the fuck?
What is happening?
And like he's just in his room, and I was like, I'm not even gonna talk about this shit. And then I just went to my sister's room, and I was like. Or my sister was texting me about this before I came home. I was like, yo, can I sleep in here? and he didn't let me keep any of my furniture. He said he let me keep my mattress because I got that mattress from a sponsorship. Like I got it because like of my job. So that's the only reason he let me keep my mattress. And so yeah, then I got in a big argument like later. Like I low-key just kept like sneaking in, like having my sister like open the door, you know, because he never like outright said I was kicked out. But like, bitch, my whole shit is packed in the living room, so it looks like I'm getting kicked out, you know? And so my sister would like let me in, and then it got to a point where I like got in a really big argument because it was just some bullshit. Like after it like made my little sister cry, and then I see my sister cry, and then I fucking start crashing out. Like I don't know how to not.
Only sibling? That's your only sibling?
Yeah, it's my only sister.
And you're the older sister?
Yeah. So I was just like, after I saw a tear shed down her face, I went crazy. I low-key had really bad anger issues. I kind of broke every single door on the first floor. I got a knife and I was like stabbing the fucking kitchen sink, and I broke the knife. The blade like snapped. I was going crazy. And then I kicked me out. And then he like took my car, which, okay, so it's kind of like deserved. But I was just like, bro, you're making my sister feel like shit. And like, I don't like that shit. Like, don't make her cry. And so, and then they took my car, which he didn't even give it. He didn't even give it to me. It was my grandma that gave it to me, but it was under his name. And then they dropped me off in the park at like night, and I just had a backpack. But I was smart. They let me choose which park, and I knew that park had an outlet, so I just pulled up there, and they dropped me off, and then I plugged my phone in, and I just text people, and then I couch surfed for like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't buy a car because I was 17, so I had to wait until I was 18
to buy a car.
So I had to wait the week. I had savings because one person told me, I asked for like advice if he already graduated. He was like 4 years older than me. I was like, what's one piece of advice you'd give yourself if you were my age? And he said, save as much money as you possibly can before you turn 18. So ever since then, I saved half my check. So I did that, and then I was able to buy a car like less than a month later.
Nice.
And then I like couch surfed and slept in my car until.
What car did you buy?
Oh, I missed that car so much. It was a Volkswagen EOS. It's a discontinued car. Okay. EOS, and it's a hardtop convertible coupe.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know, right? And I got it for $3,700.
I almost want to look it up real quick while we're
here. Look it up.
While we're here. But continue.
Yeah, so then I couch surfed for a bit, and then I was able to get an apartment. I could have gotten an apartment by myself, but like that just is dumb. Like you could save money and just get an apartment like with a roommate. Wait,
Facts.
Volkswagen EOS.
EOS.
Yes.
Swag.
Yeah, that one.
This one.
Uh-huh.
This is like a drop. It's a convertible.
Yeah, it's a hardtop convertible.
Did it rain a lot over there?
There's monsoon season, so it actually rains a lot in the summer. I think it's like the wettest desert
Ever.
Yeah, and it's the only place.
That shit baller though.
I know, and it was $3,700.
Put the car right.
Like it was like, and I found it on like what Craigslist like an hour after it was posted. I was like, oh fuck yeah, this is perfect. I was like,
there was nothing wrong with it.
There actually was something wrong with it, like something I don't know cars, but something had to be replaced, and I got it from some like obviously like kind of wealthy white people, because like I told them about it and then they fixed it for me, which is kind of fire. After I just bought it, like I just bought it, but like the low key before I got the car, when I test drove it, it had like stickers on the back that said pro gun, pro life, pro, you know, like
wow,
you know,
that's hilarious.
But they took it off before I got it. So,
okay, pro gun, pro life.
Some other shit.
Oh yeah, they were
yeah, just conservative.
I had to think about it real quick. I was like real conservative.
But they fixed that part, and then
and you were sleeping in there for a little bit.
Yeah, I only had to like sleep outside once before I got the car.
Thank God.
Cause like my friend no one answered me after work, and I had work at like 6 a.m. So I was like, fuck it.
So you were still going to work?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was going to work. I'd never miss a shift. Fuck no. I'd go to work off fucking acid. Like, I don't fucking care. I'm going to fucking work. I need my money. I am married to the fucking money. And, yeah. One time I slept outside was because no one replied after I got off late.
Yeah.
And I'd work at 6 a.m., so I was like, fuck it, I
Might as
guess.
well just
Then I
crash.
went to my grandmother's grave and just slept in the graveyard.
Wow.
Because it's like warm outside in Arizona. So it's like not that bad. I just got like some hoodies.
And you just slept next to
My goddamn Jack in the Box uniform.
Slept in your grandma. Wow. Yo, this is a very insightful episode so far.
Yeah, I don't think nobody know. Like, I tell people about this. People don't think that about me. I'm not like.
You don't give it off immediately, you know.
Yeah, and also like, I feel like people judge me. A lot of people say when they first meet me, they're like, "I thought you would be like a bitch," because it's just based off your Instagram. And I'm like, nah, you don't understand. Like, I'm not like these other Instagram girls that have like their parents are rich and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just.
You went through things.
Yeah, and that's why I fucking hate the bullshit, like, acting cool. Shit, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
That's why I can't move to LA. Like, they're so fake there. It's insane.
I don't like LA either. It's okay.
But, yeah.
Well, I've said on other episodes, I'm a firm believer that suffering creates character.
Oh, it does. Most funny people have divorced parents.
They're hilarious.
Right? Like, I'm just saying.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Most people that go through shit are the funniest people, and they have the most character, and they're the most like.
Funny.
Yeah, she walked in and just the eye funny shirt killed me. But yeah, no, that's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot. I wasn't expecting that. You would give me like a brief when we sat down and talked the first time. You'd give me like a brief like talk about it, but like, damn, that's really like some actual pain. When did you get your first apartment?
Like 3 months after I got kicked out.
Okay. And where was that? That was still in Arizona?
In Tucson.
Okay.
Fuck my freaking first roommate, bitch. Stupid bitch. She like took weed from me.
That's ass.
And it's crazy she was doing that while she owed me over a band. And she would buy cocaine. I've been doing drugs. Can we talk about drug use?
We could definitely get into it.
But like, how are you gonna buy a gram of cocaine in front of me while you owe me a band? Like, the fuck? And then I set up a trap. Like, because I was like, my weed, like, I don't smoke this much. Like, how the fuck is it going away so much? So I put 3 nugs in a little thing.
Yeah.
Took pictures of them front and back. Right? Little nugs. I put them in. It has my name on it. Like, the container.
Yeah.
I come back the next day, there's only 1 nug. I thought she'd be at least smart and, like, just take little bits and pieces of it. No, bitch, she just took 2 of them. 2 out of 3. I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
That's ass.
And so then I kicked her out. I had like 6 roommates in the span of like a year and a half.
Wow.
And I think it's cause people knew that I'd be okay if they fucked me over, because they knew I was making money at that time. So, like, I feel like they wouldn't have done that to me if I was just a normal person that wasn't making as much.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like their mentality when they do that is like, well, she can just make more money on OnlyFans. Like, she'll be fine. Like, fuck this bitch, you know?
Yeah.
Or they might just be jealous of my success and whatever. But I don't know why anyone was jealous. I literally told everyone in high school, I was like, yo, like, these are, like, I can tell you all the ways of how to, like, gain a following, but no one took me seriously. And people thought I bought followers back then.
No, I was just my cat. Sorry.
Yeah, but people would thought I bought followers and stuff in high school. I'm like, no, I didn't. Actually, I just, like, work hard.
You just followed all the steps.
Yeah, I just looked up the Instagram algorithm and followed it.
When did you finally move out of Arizona?
2021.
Okay.
No, that was a lie. I lived in Seattle for almost, like, for 2.5 years.
When you said mountains, I was going to bring up Seattle because I think Seattle's super beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
So beautiful.
See, I've been once, and I was like, ever since then, I'm just like
I moved there, 2.5 years before. So, like, 2022?
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Or 2023.
So you've been there for the past, like,
Yeah, that's where I just moved from.
Wow.
I was moved from Seattle, and I moved to Seattle because it was my first opportunity to leave the state. Because I could not afford just to move out on my own.
Yeah.
Because that's really expensive.
Yeah.
And I moved there because my ex-boyfriend lived there.
Hmm.
Fuck him.
Fuck that guy.
Do you know who that is?
Fuck that roommate.
Do you know who
too.
my ex is?
No.
Oh.
We could share or we could not share.
And there's like a whole YouTube video on his crash out. But he was an artist.
Okay.
Like hyperpop artist.
Okay, I believe you.
But yeah, I moved out there for him and then broke up with him around like last year, February, and then the next month he crashed out and ruined his career.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how bad was his crash out? We don't have to say his name, just
Oh,
it
bad.
was
Like bad.
bad.
Yeah, all of his friends of like 5 years like beat his ass. He showed his dick pic to his friend's girlfriend.
Yeah, that'll do
But
it.
I think it was because he was off. So he got diagnosed with schizoaffective and OCD. So he was taking antipsychotics, but also still abusing drugs. And so just a good educated guess. I don't think antipsychotics with fucking drugs is good. So it just made him like crazy and like really weird.
Just pushed him off the deep end.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I hope the best for him. Always will love him.
Aw.
But even though he did abuse me, like he physically abused me and mentally abused me and cheated on me and all this shit. But he's really manipulative. But I don't think he's a horrible person at heart. I think he was very, very extremely mentally ill, and you can't get better when you're still doing drugs.
That's the adult way to look at it.
So I think I've heard from like his family that he's in school to be like a veterinarian or something.
Oh wow.
And so because now he lives with his mom in like Idaho or something. And
Okay.
that's why I never really understood why. I think he just didn't want to ever get sober
Yeah.
because he has a mom and a whole family that loves him. And that's what I was always jealous about is like your mom loves you and can provide for you, like at least like give you like housing.
Yeah.
My mom, she is homeless right now. So like I was always jealous of that.
Yeah. People take that for
Like
granted.
you're gonna like blow off your mom that like really cares about you and loves you.
Oh, I hate it when I get calls. I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, so that's that.
Yeah, taking parents for granted, especially parents that care about you, that's the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst. But Seattle. And then did you come and visit out here before you moved out here?
Yeah, I came here last July because I was talking to a boy. And also my aunt lives here. So, like, I didn't see her in a while, so I wanted to see her.
So you came and visited?
Yeah, so I came, I loved it, and I just kept flying back every single fucking month. Because I love New York. My family lives here.
Yeah.
I love eating food. I love food. They got all the best food here. Like, if you want any type of food, they got it. Like, genuine, like, you want, like, good Chinese food, they got good Chinese food. You want, like, fucking Jamaican food, you can find, like, actual, like, Jamaican food.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Also, I always am hungry, and I don't have a car. I don't want to drive.
Yeah.
And they got delis on every corner. Like, I could just walk a block and eat food. Fuck you mean? Like, bro, that's so good. I love that shit. Like, because in Seattle, I lived on, like, this hill.
Yeah. Wait, before you go on,
Yeah.
Cap Hill?
I lived in Chinatown.
Okay.
But Chinatown's really close to
Cap Hill?
I could walk there. It's 20 minutes
Okay,
walk.
word.
But Seattle's, like, this. I think it's, like, the second most hilliest city in the U.S.
It is.
After
it was
San
dumb hilly
Francisco.
when I went.
Yeah, but that's also makes it pretty.
Yeah.
Well, I live on this hill, so even if it's like 2 blocks away, it's like,
Still deep.
yeah, because the hill, bro, it's like if you park on the hill and like you're trying to open your door this way, it closes on you.
Yeah.
Like it's like vertical, damn near. But yeah.
Did you drive when you were over there? Did you have a
No,
car? No.
I didn't
Okay.
have a
Yeah,
car.
you didn't have a car.
Because that car I had, it's only worth like 30. I got it for 3,700, right? And like, it's a limited. It's like they don't make it anymore, so it was really hard to like
come across it.
Like, and if like something breaks, it's more expensive. And technically, it's a luxury car because Volkswagen is a luxury car. Yeah. I guess. No, technically, that's what they like classify it as. Luxury vehicle. I'm like, that's the lowest luxury vehicle, because what do you mean some Volkswagen Jetta is a fucking luxury car? Yeah, I think it's because it's German, maybe.
Yeah, it's like not made in the United States. Yeah. I had a Volkswagen. I crashed it, unfortunately. I fell asleep behind the wheel because I hadn't slept. And when I woke up, I was on the other side of the road about to hit the pole. And I woke up and like my body just jumped and I just hit a pole.
Oh my God.
Like I've had crash out moments too. Like
I hit a sign before. But that was because I'm on a dirt road and I thought I could just drive. Like, go slow. I was going a little too fast. And the next thing you know, there's a sign in my fucking car. And there's dust everywhere. And then someone drove back because they saw it and they're like, "You good?" And I had no insurance and my license was suspended. And I was like, "I'm fine. Go away. Do not. You sure you don't want me to call anyone? No, I'm good. Get the fuck out of here. Get the hell out of here right now.
Go away.
Go away, please.
Drive away. Keep driving." Oh man. So when you came to visit New York, like where have you been staying? Like, you know, you've been just been crashing with friends or
I would crash with friends. I never got like a hotel or anything.
Okay, yeah, no, fuck that.
So that's why I was able to come here all the time, because I wasn't spending money on where to stay. I would just buy a flight.
Yeah.
And I came here. Usually I stay with like, I was staying with that one boy or my friend Sienna. Yeah, Sienna.
I love Sienna.
Love Sienna.
I love Sienna. Shout out Sienna.
And then also like my friend Mara. And when my aunt, she had her baby shower a few months ago. And me and my sister, we stayed in her extra apartment. Mm-hmm. She owns like, what's it called? Like when you own the apartment, condo? Not really.
It depends. I mean,
but yeah, she owns it, and then it's in Queens, so we'd stay there in Jackson Heights. Okay. But it's like completely empty because she's trying to sell it. So it would just be like an air mattress in a completely empty apartment. It felt like we should not be there. Like it literally felt like we broke in. But
so you said your sister's out here too?
No, she just came out here for my aunt's baby shower.
Okay, adorable.
And also another reason I moved out here is because my mom lives out here, my aunt lives out here, and my aunt just had her baby 2 months ago.
Adorable.
And I don't have any cousins until last 2 months ago.
Wow! Congratulations!
She's a little cutie patootie.
Yeah, no, I'm so Hispanic, so everyone has fucking kids. So I have more than enough cousins.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, congratulations on your new cousin, right?
Yeah, little cousin.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. That's awesome.
But I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait, I'm gonna be like 40 when she's 20.
The time, yeah, there's a difference. She was just born this year or last year?
2 months ago. So, yeah. And my aunt's like 40 something.
Okay.
She had a kid. Crazy.
So she's gonna be like 60 when that baby's 20.
Yeah, but I honestly think it's better when people have kids older versus like a teen mom. Mm-hmm. Because at 40, she's also like, she just became a therapist, so I think she will be a great mother.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because after that much life experience, I think you're way more prepared to raise a child.
Yeah. And not fuck the child up. Not fuck the child up. Fuck, I had something. I always do this where I'm like, damn, I had something to say after that, but why is my brain like this?
What was it about? Any topic?
No, it was definitely not a new topic. It was definitely on the older parent thing. So yeah, my mom had me when she was like, and sorry mom if I fucked this up, but she had me when she was like 22. Mm-hmm. But as an adult now, I'm able to have like a more of a very close relation. Like she's 40 now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool.
Like she's in her 40s now, so like I'm watching her like also grow, because I feel like you don't stop growing. I think you could continue to grow and you continue to learn and stuff like that. So, you know, me and my relationship with my mom. My dad's a little older, but my mom, she's like a kid. She's rediscovering herself and like doing things and trying different things. So because she never got that as a teen, because she had my sister when she was like 18.
Oh shit.
So you know what I'm saying? So I just think it's interesting. I think it's different for everyone though. But luckily, due to the times we live in, like people live a lot older.
Yeah.
People live a lot longer than they used to. I'm gonna close this fucking window. It's freezing.
Okay, I was about to say.
It was like hitting your face. I'm like. Okay, cool. But yeah, no. I don't know. It's different for everyone. I know. My best friend David, his father's like 70 right now, and I'm like, that's scary. That's a scary place to be in, you know. But back to your parents, for a second.
Yeah.
What's your ethnicity?
Half Chinese, quarter Taiwanese, quarter Ukrainian, but like I'm just like white. That's like just white.
White?
Yeah, but like they're from Ukraine. Like.
Oh, okay.
So like, yeah.
So which side is which?
On my mom's side, fully Chinese.
Okay.
I'm telling you this too. Oh, so when grandma on my mom's side, as a teenager, she got her because it was communist China back then.
Okay.
She got her little brother. She didn't want to be there because they forced her to be a farmer, like her family to be on the farm.
Yeah.
And so she hiked mountains and then swam away to a different island and then immigrated to New York.
Wow.
And then met my grandpa in New York.
Okay.
Had my mom and her rest of her siblings. So that's my mom's side. They're all Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
And then on my dad's side, he was born in Taiwan. But he's half Taiwanese.
Okay.
My grandpa, the only white guy in my family, fully is
The Ukrainian.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like he grew up in America, so like, but like it's from Ukraine. Does that make sense?
I feel you.
So then they had my dad, and then because he was in the Air Force, that's why he was in Taiwan.
Okay.
And then they had my dad in Taiwan, and then they moved. They had to go back to America, and then they went back to America.
And then where'd your parents meet? Because I'm like Arizona,
They met in Virginia, I think.
Oh wow.
Cause I think I'm pretty sure they did meet in Virginia and like they worked together.
Okay. Word. So, where's your dad now? Because your mom's here.
My dad's in like fucking I don't know Marana, Arizona.
Oh.
Fuck my dad. I fucking hate him. I used to sell T-shirts that say "I hate my dad," and the back of them said "fuck." It said "I hate my dad," and the back said "My dad hates me."
Wow.
And then I'd have a sale on Father's Day.
It was a sale on Father's Day. See, like, I don't know.
At one point, I would rant about my dad on TikTok so much. Like, at one point in time, people would notice me in public and be like, yo, fuck your dad.
Fuck you.
Like, complete strangers.
See, I think I'm finding, like, I'm sorry if I'm like, you know, trying to pry open a door for some reason, but it's more just interesting the fact that, like, the beauty of you finding the comedy or you finding the, like, funny in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it does sound like a lot of pain, but, like, you're still, yo, chill, relax. You know, you're just finding the good in it, and I think that's pretty beautiful that you could still find these moments and just, like, make fun of it and just, you know, kind of roll with the punches almost. It could be a coping mechanism, but it could
It's definitely a coping
definitely a coping mechanism for sure. But, you know, like I said, the most people with the most character, you know, I think that's awesome.
My dad's a bitch. I hate him.
Well, I hope that as time goes on, like, you're, you know, one way or another, you guys rekindle that relationship.
I don't know if we can do that.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
not anytime soon.
I have faith that, you know,
No,
maybe
here,
it's
let
time.
me tell you some shit.
All right.
When I was like 10, I was having a tantrum, and usually parents fucking, you know, just, like, time out. Nah, bro, this motherfucker, he taped my mouth shut and taped my arms behind my back and taped me to a chair and put me in the garage to sleep. Also, when I told him I was raped, he asked me what I was wearing. Bitch, what? I just told you I got raped, and you're gonna okay.
Oh my word.
And And then he like after like we were talking about that in the garage, and then he left the garage and then told his like wife or girlfriend at the time that he thought I was lying for sympathy.
Wow. What the fuck?
Yeah, and he thinks like girls lie about rape, like. But like I was like, okay, I was like, that's why I was scared to tell him, because he thinks like girls lie about rape. But I'm like, bitch, I'm literally your daughter. Like, you think why would I be lying about this?
Yeah, like if my daughter came to me and told me like a man touched me,
yeah,
like I'm going after the man.
bro asked what I was wearing, like.
Oh, that's insane.
And like, okay,
how Americanized is he? Like, hey,
he wishes he was a white man. He
wishes
loves
he
Trump.
was a white man. He loves Trump.
Yeah, like in high school, he would like as a prank put Trump flags in our room.
Oh man.
To like ha ha ha, and it's like, no, it's not funny. Like, why do you? He just wishes he was white. He like shits on China a lot. And I'm like, bro,
I'm Chinese.
Exactly. I'm like, why are you saying this country sucks when have you gone there? You haven't even gone there. You just think that because of what you've been shown.
And he was born in Taiwan.
Mm-hmm. Well, he moved really young to like California, I think. So I don't think he really remembers much from that.
Do you think it was his relationship with his parents that made him the way he was? Like, do you know? Are you aware of any type of like maybe when he was a kid he got treated pretty shitty?
Yeah, he said he would get bullied for being like
Asian.
He grew up in Hawaii, so he got back then he looked more like a white kid. He was born with like blonde hair and like bluer eyes.
Oh wow.
And now he has black hair and like green eyes.
Okay.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
And so he looked like a white kid back then, and he said like, "Oh, I think white people get bullied for it." But it's like, are you not understanding that these people in Hawaii are like this is their land, and like we're taking them over? Like, obviously they're not gonna treat you like
with respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. The chair and the duct tape got me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. You don't have to apologize. I feel like it's very real and realistic. And you know, sometimes I have episodes and I have to sit here and I have to like pry it out of people, or like be like, you know, just have a conversation. But like, you know, the fact that you're so like free to tell me, you know.
Yeah, I'm just a book.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. How old are you?
Yes.
Okay, so by what you've told me so far, damn, fuck, bro. This is rough. So if you moved to Seattle in 2022 and you had gotten kicked out around COVID time, and that was around the time you were 18.
Oh my god, well,
I just did the math right. Did I do the math right?
I wanted you to guess off like how I look.
Of how you
and
look?
how
All right, so forget all the math. I don't even remember what I just said. I'm gonna guess like oh no.
Just guess.
You could be older, but you can't actually be older because of the math I just did. So I'm gonna say like 22, 21.
22.
22, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Wait, you were gonna guess older though?
I was gonna guess older initially,
Why?
but then I started. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's a lot.
Just because of the way I look, or because of the way I act?
I don't think you look older, but the way you act gave it away. Gave it away that you might be 22.
Oh, okay. Some people be guessing lately like 25.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, when I talk to people, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're like 28." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I'm only 1 year older than you.
It might just be like how we portray ourselves, or like.
Yeah, how you carry.
Matured.
How you carry yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, up until this point, I've met you silent. Like I like what you said previously. Like, oh yeah, she's on the internet. Like they probably think she's a bitch or something like that. Like,
yeah,
I didn't think you were a bitch. I thought you were just quiet, and like you get to know someone. Like there's plenty of people I meet, and like at first it's just like but then you realize, you know, my personality, and like, you know, I get to know you a little bit better, and then it's open book. Like I said.
Yeah. Wait, do you have a charger?
Yeah,
Type-C?
I got you. One moment. We're gonna pause right here at 47 minutes. I almost want to pause and like have offside conversations.
I don't care.
No, it's okay. We're not gonna do that. But what was your like introduction to like underground music now? Like,
Oh, I've always loved it.
you loved it, right?
I really loved Lil Peep. He died in my city when I was there.
The last show.
I didn't get to see him perform because he died on the tour bus.
Did you buy tickets to that show?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was there.
wow.
Well, that was the first concert my dad let me go to, like, on my own. You know, because, like, when you're younger.
Yeah.
And then he died. And then after that, I have, like, it's going away now. But back then, like, I had, like, extreme FOMO. I need to go to every single show because, like,
What if they die?
Like, that was my thought process. I'm like, I need to go to every fucking show. I need to. So, ever since then, I just been going to every show. I listen if I listen to them and I know there's a show, I'm going. But now I feel like I don't have to do that because, like, I've been to enough shows.
Yeah, you kind of outgrow it a little bit. Might not outgrow. There's always shows to go to. Like, I go to a lot of bands. Like, this year I've gone to a lot of band shows, but damn, bro. I remember I was in school and my best friend turned around and he's like, yo, you know, Lil Peep died. And I had like a month before discovered his music and I was listening to it hard and I wasn't even aware he was on tour.
Yeah, no, I was a big fan. Like, I was suspended from school at that point, so when I got back, people were like, are you okay? Because everyone knew.
They knew you were a fan.
Wow. Everyone was like, are you okay? I was like, no, bro, I'm not good. I cried the whole night. And, yeah. So then I would go to, like, Phoenix a lot because, like, there's no shows in Tucson, so I'd go to Phoenix all the time.
Yeah.
And I met this guy, Baymac, which now he throws, like, festivals and stuff.
Okay.
And so I met him at an Xavier Wolf show. And then I just started getting into, like just going to shows out there that he would host.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. And then that's how I started DJing because he was, like, doing shows. He suggested it. He was like, I think you should get into DJing. And I was like, okay.
And then you just started getting into DJing?
Yeah, and then I learned how to DJ, like, a week before he put me on, like, a small mini tour.
Wow.
And I was DJing off my laptop, not even a deck.
Like virtual DJ.
Yeah, on virtual DJ.
Oh, fire.
And then I went to, like, LA to do, like, DJ. And then, yeah. What else? Well, then I just, like, would go to LA all the time with him when he had, like, stuff to do out there. And then I met my ex. And then, yeah. Fell in love and all that.
Fell in love. That's crazy. Fell in love is insane.
It's kind of crazy. The day we met, like, it felt like we were friends for
A long
years.
time.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes when you meet someone that I don't know.
Do you believe in astrology? Okay, there's this app called The Pattern,
Okay.
and you can, like, run bonds with people.
Okay.
And I ran a bond with him, and it says we're past life lovers, which makes sense. And also on the app, it literally says, like, be wary of, like, past life, like, things like that, because they
might have ended a certain way in the past.
No, like, because you guys feel so connected, it might be very hard to leave, and it is also more likely to get, like, a toxic, and it's just, like, harder to leave them.
Yeah.
But it just, basically the app just warns you to, like, make sure to, like, keep that in mind, that it might feel like it's harder to leave them because of this, like, past life link you have.
This is the guy that crashed out, right?
Yeah. Because we started dating, like, the day we met. He posted me on his, like, main feed the day we met.
Oh, wow.
But then I was told that he literally told his friends, like, I'm only dating her because I think dating an Asian girl is good for my, like, aesthetic. And yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. I was like, oh, thanks for telling me 3 years later, guys. Thank you.
So you spent three years with this man.
Almost 3 years, yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think every relationship is a learning lesson.
Oh, yeah, definitely learned a lot.
Facts.
But I definitely did not do as many drugs until I met him. Didn't even know you could snort perks till I met him.
Wow.
So, like, I've done drugs. Like, I started doing drugs and I was like, it was kind of funny because I started before, like, say, when I was like 14, I was like, I'm going to wait until marriage to have sex and I'm never going to do any drugs. And then life happens. You notice all your friends are smoking weed and they obviously are not, like, destroying their lives just because they're smoking weed.
Yeah.
So the way I look at it, I was like, I researched on the drugs and, like, made a pros and cons list, like, smoking weed.
Yeah.
And then I went up to my friend and I was like, I want to smoke weed.
You tried it.
And then I tried it and then I was like, but it's just not that crazy. And then I went crazy because, like, 2 months later, I'm doing cocaine and then, like, Molly and, like, all this shit.
So for you, it was a gateway drug.
Well, yeah,
Because
but
naturally, it's not.
yeah, but I think anything is a gateway drug. Like, I've known people that have done, like, have not smoked weed and they did, like, meth first. Like, the fuck? What?
Yeah. Just straight to it. Just
Yeah,
straight
so
to
then,
it.
my senior year, I actually went to do online school because I wanted to work more so I could save more.
Yeah.
And I could have, I graduated early while I worked at Jack in the Box and saved my money. And because I was doing online school, I was able to just, like, go do whatever I wanted, like, drive around, hang out with the city kids and stuff.
Facts.
And I would hang out because I love drugs. And so I just started, like, hanging out with people that were selling drugs, stuff like that. I probably should not have been doing that. And yeah. Did you know I used to do fentanyl?
You didn't share that.
So, yeah. I'm a weirdo. Like,
I don't think this classifies you as a weirdo. I think you've had
like,
oh, you're a weirdo?
The first time
Okay.
like, the first time I did it was I pulled up to Walmart just to buy sewing material. I didn't get it. And then there's this guy from high school outside, but in high school he's always been homeless. So he was like, Kayla? Yo, what's up? I was like, hello. And then him and his homeless friends asked if he needed a ride. Or, like, he asked if he could chill in my car. I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then he was like, can I smoke this in your car? I was like, what is it? And he was like,
Fentanyl.
he didn't say fentanyl. It's like 30s, like the blues. I was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, can I? I was like, can I smoke it? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I did. And then that whole night, we just went out and, like, fucking kept smoking them all night long. And then I just dropped them off at their motel. And then went home, slept, woke up from my Forever 21 job, went to work, was throwing up and shit. But I still went to work.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think you have an addictive personality?
I think I'm, like, socially addicted, like a social addict. Because, for example, when me and my ex would do, like, perks or, like, 30-30s, whatever the fuck, it got really bad, actually. I overdosed and had, like, a heart attack. Because I don't know why. I was like, yeah, let me do half an 8-ball of fucking cocaine and then smoke this entire fucking pill. Bitch, what? And I overdosed right before New Year's. I got released New Year's Eve. And then we did Molly that night. But what I was trying to say is, then he went to rehab. The day he went to rehab, I quit cold turkey and just did kratom and got off of it.
Oh.
So I don't think I'm, like, and I haven't done it since. It's been years. And, like, if it's around me, though, like, if I'm living with someone that wants to do drugs all the time, then I'm gonna do it.
Never do drugs.
Because I don't like being high or, like, sober if someone's right next to me, like, high, and I know what they're feeling, and I'm like, I feel kind of left out.
I feel left out.
But, you know, now I don't live with people that do drugs, so I don't be wanting to do them. Because they're not around.
Yeah, they're not around. They're not present.
Yeah.
Okay. When you go outside, though, when you go out to events or shows and stuff like that, are you using?
I do, like, ketamine sometimes.
Okay.
But, like, I don't...
Everyone and their grandmother does ketamine nowadays.
Because ketamine, it's, like... It kind of feels like I hate drinking. Because also I'm Asian, and you know how, like, Asian people get, like, red?
Yeah.
And, like, sometimes, like, my skin gets, like, all itchy and stuff. I just don't like it. And then the next day, I feel like shit.
Yeah.
But ketamine, like, I feel fine the next day. Like, I wake up, and I'm not, like, hungover.
Yeah.
And I can, because ketamine only lasts, like, max an hour, really. if you don't do too much.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you know you need to go home at a certain time, you know when to stop.
Yeah.
Versus if you're drinking all night, then you're drunk going home, and you're still gonna feel drunk when you get home.
Yeah.
But by the time I'm home, I feel fine.
Okay. Do you smoke weed still?
Yeah, I smoke weed. I don't really buy weed. I'll smoke one and when they pass it to me.
Okay, facts.
I low-key should buy some weed just because it helps me sleep. I don't like smoking during the day, to be honest.
Yeah. I can't sleep without taking something to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Which is trash. Have you ever K-holed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my friend once went through an 8-ball in one night of
Oh,
ketamine.
wow.
But I think she did most of it. But your ketamine tolerance doesn't go away unless you don't use ketamine for like 2 years.
I love how you have these little fags.
Because I research what I do.
Okay.
Like I do drugs, but I don't just like do them. Like I
You
look
do
up
drugs
what
and
I'm
you're like,
fucking doing.
what am I doing right now?
I literally have a chart in my phone that of like what drugs you should and shouldn't mix.
Wow.
Like it's like a chart of like all the drugs, and then it like shows like red if like it's really dangerous to do it together, or like if it's safe.
Yellow or green. Okay. Very responsible. Responsible little addict.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but that's interesting. That's wow. So what do you have a roommate now?
Yeah, I live with my friend Dalton.
Okay.
He's a YouTuber, and I live with this person Delta. They always stay in their room, so I don't really know them that well.
All right.
But I think they make music. Because I hear them recording
they
at
do
like
something.
2 a.m. They're doing something on that mic. But the place I'm living at actually is like I'm subleasing it, right? All the people on the lease are not like living there.
Oh wow.
They're all subletting their room.
They're all just subletting their room.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. How long are you subletting for?
Well, their lease ends on June 1st, so I need to find a place by then.
I believe in
Pray
you.
for me. Yeah.
No, you can figure it out. I believe in you. I have faith. You've made it work this far. I think this is like...
Yeah, every time I move, bro. Okay, I moved to Seattle with 2 suitcases and $80. But I already had the apartment like on lock.
Yeah.
But and then like when I moved here, I had like less than $1,000. But fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'll be fine.
I mean,
if anything, when I'm broke is when I actually like grind.
Yeah.
I need to just grind all the time though. I'm just a lazy fuck. Why does the bed always feel so good? Like, why can't I just scroll on TikTok for 10 hours straight? Why not? Life would be so easy. How do I become like, you know how like there's like people that watch your TikToks to see if it's in violation? How do I get that job so I can just scroll
scroll on TikTok and be like, all right, this is
violating
community guidelines.
Like, I'd love to do that job.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I mean, I think you're making it work, you know? Because a lot of people that go through things that you've listed out and go through things that you've said, they don't really make it out in the best circumstance, you know?
I think it was my dad raised me with tough love. And also I was taught, like, you can always be replaced.
Yeah.
So, like, show you're worth it. Like, and also, this is what I tell myself all the time. I go, whenever I'm like going through shit, I'm like, well, you're either gonna kill yourself or you're gonna keep going.
You're gonna keep going.
And I'm like, well, can't kill myself, so.
I gotta keep going.
Yep.
You had mentioned that you wanted to have sex when you got married and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And XYZ. I'm wondering, were you raised Christian?
My mom was. But we didn't really go to church that much. My dad was, like, atheist, so
Okay.
I don't really.
Okay. Just curious.
Just, like, random once in a while we go to church. They'd send me to church camp and stuff. And though I liked church camp because they had, like, not bungee jumping, like fun shit to do. But whenever we'd have to, like, sing, I'd be like, bruh. Or praying. And I'd see people next to me, like, God, please. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? What? Y'all actually, I think I remember being like, I don't know how old, but not even in middle school yet, going to church, and they're like teaching the kids, and I'm like, I asked a question like, so how do we know God's real? Like, where's the proof?
You asked that when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were like, you just, I don't remember what they fucking said, but like,
They said
there is no proof. So,
they said something.
but I'm a firm believer in, like, I like science and stuff. Like, I like
Okay.
proof. And that's why I like math, and I hated writing because math is like 1 + 1 = 2. And I thought I would write a good essay, but then they write it, say it's not good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I feel like that's like an opinion versus, math is a straight answer.
Yeah.
I like just like facts and straight answers and like logic.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I think this is the best it's gotten for you. And, well, I like to attribute, like, all my pain and suffering has led me to the point of having this apartment, having this podcast, and talking to people. And I think it's working out pretty damn well for you.
Thanks.
With or without God, I think you're doing a great job.
Yes.
And it's a lot of resilience. Like,
Yeah, my friends always tell me that they thought, everyone says I'm like an inspiration to them. So,
I mean,
that's good.
it is inspiring. I'm concerned to a certain degree, but I'm still like, it is certainly inspiring how resilient you've been.
I always say, like, if you could drop me anywhere in the U.S. and if I have my phone, you can drop me off anywhere in the U.S. and if I got my phone, I'm good.
Wow.
I'll be fine. As long as I got that Instagram, I'm good. Please don't ever delete. I'm so glad my Instagram's never been deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like, my TikTok got deleted. At one point, my OnlyFans got banned. My Snapchat got banned.
Yeah.
All in the same week.
Ah, damn.
I think someone was after me. What the hell?
That's the worst. I've never had that experience, but I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah, it was right after I hit 100K on TikTok, too. I was like, about to crash out. It's okay.
What's something that you've learned or some piece of advice that you could give people before we get out of here? Or the biggest thing, one of the biggest things you've learned in this past.
Never kill yourself.
That's good. That's a good one, actually.
No matter how bad you think you got it, how bad your life is, it's not that bad. Think about people in war right now and be grateful for what you have. Even if you have nothing, be grateful that you aren't being bombed, and hard work pays off. Even if it doesn't seem like it's paying off, it will pay off. And I think everyone should try to put their efforts towards multiple things at once, not just like grind at one thing, unless it's like your passion, Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be 20 times worse. Just remember that.
Yeah. You could be stuck in communist China and have to swim away.
Oh, that's so ass. That's so ass.
Like, people say America sucks, but like, come on. We won the birth lottery. Even though America does suck in a lot of ways, we are blessed to be born here because we have freedom of speech, and a lot of places don't have that. Be blessed you weren't fucking born in North Korea.
Yeah.
Because they don't even know how bad they got it.
Because they believe that the outside world
Yeah,
is
exactly.
not there. Yeah, this has been a really great episode.
Thanks for having me.
No, thank you. Can I like hug you
Yeah,
after all that? No,
Kayla Bud
thank you so much.
on
Kayla.
Kill Your Ego podcast. Tune in.
Thank you guys so much for watching this beautiful episode. I love you guys a lot. Glory to God. This episode is coming out Monday, so video next Monday. I love you guys very much. Keep being great. Keep trying your best. It could be worse. Yeah, that's really it. I'll talk to you guys later.
Kayla Bud out.
Bye, guys.
Yay! Yay!